Alright, so I'm gonna be real. I was just gonna go run the streets and be out there with the muggles. And then I was like, whoa, am I really gonna do that to myself? Like, I don't wanna see what's going on in the ether before I go hit these streets. Go be activated with these muggles before they come and bring my frequency down. And then I came in the house really quick. Because, I had to think to myself. And I'm like, whoa, did my energy just drain? Because now all I want is a nap. Right? So I don't know what's going down in the ether hood. I don't know what's up with the instant drain as I come in. And I'm like, you know what? Let me go correct myself. You feel me? So I don't know. And then another thing happened. Lots of resistance. So, normally we have our meditation going in the background. Right? So I'm having a hard time. I had to curse at her. I'm like, come on, bitch. And then instantly pops up. So we threw, who's that? Who's on there? Who's on screen? Isis? We got Isis with us. I was like, I ain't got time for that. Right? Hecate, Isis. We couldn't decide, but you already know what Isis. Anywho, we're blessed and highly favored. Meaning no weapon form shall prosper. With that being said, we're going to give all the praise to the Most High. Now, coming across a very interesting theory, which may not be a theory, it may just be fact. Allegedly, apparently, the stars are actual beings. And the stars that fall, I didn't actually listen to that part. I wasn't really paying attention. But they're actual beings, and they have, like, positions and consequences and jobs and purposes and such. Yeah. That's all I really remember from the conversation. I thought it was interesting. That was cool. Maybe I'll get into it. I probably won't. But then that would make sense why, a bunch of people from the Aries have the same Aries characteristics and traits and all that fun stuff, right? And then for like a Capricorn is like all the Capricorns because they're Caps, you feel me? So it makes sense because like if you think about the light, the prism, the triangle, and the light shining through, and that's how we get all the many different colors and the many different expressions, which is you, which is me, right? You feel me? So it's like the source, the light is the zodiac, boom, right? You feel me? And it's like shine, 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 shine. Or is the source the light? The light and the zodiac is where the prism is actually at, and it's just shining through in that location. I don't know. That's a theory I didn't actually look into or work on. Do I want to? Probably not. It's too much going on. Anyway, did we pray? We did. Anyway, straight to 222 on the clock. Influence in the read, bottom of the 6 of freaking wands. We are winning, baby. We're winning. Talk to me nice. Ooh, but there's some things that may be hidden from us, but we're coming through victorious, baby. Now maybe we're hiding the fact that we're winning. We're on top. We're the big dog. You feel me? Don't stop. Did we hit record? We did, right? Who knows? Right, but the 6 of wands, victorious, successful, winning any obstacles we had. We're over it. I'm a redeemer, baby. I'm coming in correct, alright? I'm at the top. And it could also be like popularity or egotisticalness, stuff like that. Who knows? But here we go. Let's talk about it. Alright, okay, alright. Straight to it. So, 7 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, 5 of freaking Cups. What is that? Somebody seems to be disappointed. They're thinking. Alright, they're definitely thinking about possibilities and all that, but now that they've recognized a blessing, they're honestly crying over spilled milk. They're like, whoa, bro, what the heck? Where was I at? I wasn't consciously here. What could this possibly be? Right? Excuse my hood. Alright, we're here for you. We're here for you. So somebody's finally recognizing the blessing. Okay. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is splendid. Let's talk about it. Okay. This is the reason why we use this deck, because this card was on the floor and I had to put it away. So I was like, ooh. Sounds about right. Boom, 4 wands. Boom, Ace of Cups. Notice the bunny's fertility. Alright. Ace of Cups. Kyo. Page of Cups. Alright, we got baby energy with the little bunnies and all that. But boom, a 5 of Swords. Yeah, that's what you're apologizing for, because you surrendered and let it go before it matured, and now you recognize it's a blessing when you didn't recognize what it could possibly be so fertile to blossom into with the 4 of Wands. Loser. Alright. I like it. We're here. Let's proceed. Okay, so Chariot wanted our attention. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. Ooh. 6 of Cups. Alright, so somebody... Okay, maybe somebody whose spot we've kind of brought to the light. Somebody who we've made very much known and aware their sneaky ways aren't so sneaky. Right? Anywho, Somebody's now wanting to come back around, clearly with some sort of romantical vibe, romantical energies. It's cute. Alright, but they're wanting to approach this Nine of Pentacles energy. Okay, now I'm not sure if they want to express themselves. It looks like they do. They want to come back around. They want to express that they would love to take a leap of faith and begin this journey. It looks like they're actually loyal to this path and they're happy to just leap off the ledge. And there comes an energy, feminine, King of Wands. But coming forth to, hold on. Coming forth, I gotta fix the camera. Woo! There we go. Coming forth to take action in their desires. And as you can see, they blew their shot with their blessing. It's been made obvious, though they were very much calculated and trying to be strategic. We figured everything out. Alright? So, let's get to it. Alright. This Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, 10 Swords, to the Five of Wands. So, this energy has sacrificed a rather reckless energy that was keeping or hindering them from getting closer to this rather calm, stable Nine of Pentacles energy. Alright, there was some Five of Wands, you know, people playing in dog parks. Alright, running through hoops in order to get to the outcome that they desire, which seems to be a Ten of Cups. And instead, they ended up getting the Ten of Swords because they were over here causing nonsense. They were playing games, right? They had their own agenda. So with that High Priestess coming on the table, Queen of Cups, ooh. Excuse me. Am I getting that the Queen of Cups reciprocated the emotions for this king, and the friend kept the Queen's emotions from the King of Cups? Is that appropriate? The Queen of Wands kept the dialogue between the two apart. So she was supposed to be the bridge. Is that correct? Is that correct? That's a yes. This is too much. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my freaking god. Can we get a reading on what's the karma for doing this type of stuff? Because this is crazy. Exactly, bro. These are swans. They mate for life, and you over here coming between destiny? Between a true, real love story? Oh, wow. I'm sorry. So I received a download in the process of this. Apparently, we worked through the energy together already. But apparently, that third party, this Knight of Wands energy, this was the Queen of Wands in the previous readings. It looks like, she knew the feelings that the Queen had for the King of Cups, but she had her own desires, her own wishes. Looks like she wanted to be victorious. She wanted possibly the emotions, the affections of this King of Cups, but everybody knows the King of Cups is locked and loaded, right? He may be expressing himself with friends, community members, associates, lovers, everyone in the community, but that, as I said, lovers, that love energy, that special love, that's only going to the Queen of Cups. Alright? I want to know what that secret was with the High Priestess. Exactly. So the intention was for them to walk away from each other, right? Four Cups. To miss or reject their own opportunity with each other. All along, where's it at? The Judgment? Boom. All along, there we go. These two came out together. Okay. So these two walk away from each other. This High Priestess, Knight of Wands energy wanted the commitment of... Honestly, at this point, I don't even know if she wanted the King or the Queen of Cups, but she was scandalous. Alright, she wanted the opportunity, and she wasn't getting it. This is a scandalous love story. I don't think I like it. Oh, bitch. Oh, my God. And then we get confirmation with the Tower. See, Spirit, why do you give me this? Like, we had such great love stories. Like, things were happy. Okay, there was a little bit of drama. Alright, there's always some resistance. But, Spirit, this is a nasty read, bro. Queen of Cups. Alright, so with this Tower and the Strength here, we have clearly revealed the truth that was kept from us all along. This Knight of Wands energy knew that the Queen of Cups had feels for us. She was in our bag! Bro. That was their plan to sabotage. I see sabotage with the Seven of Swords, but to reject, to miss their opportunity. Oh. Oh, my me. Oh. 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 Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so that turned around quickly. And we got the Ace of Swords! Alright, okay, cool. Thank you, Spirit. That was so much. See, all you gotta do is ask the Most High for what you want. All you gotta do is talk to the Most High. Be real, be honest, be true. Have coherence between your emotions and your thoughts and your actions and what you're like, like emoting, embodying, exuding. The word, you know what I'm talking about? Where it's like coming out of you. Judge me if you want to, but again, the joke is on you. Anywho, just talk to the Most High. Literally will give you what you want. And as you see, I get what I want all the time. Literally look at our ratings. Sometimes, because sometimes I just get crappy, trash. You know what? Back to the table. So, what did I get so excited for? Alright, so it's like really hot outside and then it's like 10 degrees inside the house. So, alright, proceeding. Divine timing is at play. There's been a rebirth. Alright, and with that you had a glimpse of the Emperor and the Empress, right? Alright, so there's been a rebirth as we no longer are dealing with a King and a Queen of Cups. There had to be paths and decisions made with the Two of Wands. Apparently some sort of trip had to go on, where there was some sort of distance, so things could truly be looked at. Everybody knows you can't you can't heal in the same place that hurt you, or something of the sort. You know what I mean? So for this situation, sometimes it's best to take a couple steps back to look at the picture so you get a bigger idea of what you're really working with. Okay, and with that, we now have a queen that's ready to give to this King of Pentacles another perfect match. Alright, and it looks like this queen may just be waiting. She's figured out what happened to her scandalous, nasty friend, but she seems to be waiting for her ships to come in. It's only a matter of time. They're out there sailing now, but the sun's going down. You have to come in. You have to come home. Right? Yeah, I like it, I like it, I like it. Hey, Dawn, there's going to be a talk when you get to the house, though. Ooh, and she's just waiting. Now, luckily for us, we know what this is about. So you're good. We don't have to worry about that. We played our cards well. She's going to be talking about that Queen of Wands situation and how it all played out and how it wasn't supposed to be that way. Alright, let's talk about it. Emperor to the Empress. And because in the time that they were apart, they were making decisions, they were growing, they were truly embodying their energies, and they were both removed from the situation, they were able to evolve. And the best part is they evolved for themselves. Alright? Yeah, you can become an emperor and empress because of the person you're with, but these people were separated because of a third party energy, right? And only because the grace of God or divine timing or the universe, nonetheless, stars align, whatever you want to say, you feel me? These two are having another opportunity as brand new, transformed Emperor and Empress energies. What the heck is that? I have no freaking clue, but it is so comfortable, bro. It's like I'm like holding my own hand. This is so comfortable. I wonder how this feels. Ugh. Yeah, that feels good. That feels pretty good, right? Feels good. Anyway, is there anything else we need before we get up out of here? Four Swords. Ooh, 3 Cups. What we got? What we got? What you got? What you got? I need one more. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, 2. Alright. Queen of Swords is making decisions. New chapters shall begin with the Emperor and the Empress. They seem to be the same frequency and ready to hop on this timeline. Is this the universe dishing out what's deserving to the appropriate parties and taking away from the undeserving because they should have never had it in the first place? I don't know. But it's looking pretty good. I don't know what this is about. The 4 Swords to the 3 Cups. Bro, why would you be in your head about having your happiness? Of course there's free will and they can say, no, ew, I don't like you. You're gross, you got cooties. Like, that's definitely a possibility. I've done that in my life before. Have you? Like, let's be real. We've all done that at least one time in our lives, okay? So, I feel where you're coming from, but be real. Alright? Let's be real. Look at this devil over here chain smoking, bro. We quit that. We're not about that life. All right? We're not about. Ooh, yeah. See, God's always coming through and like, shut up, kid. Or as Yellowstone, they'd be like, what's it? Quiet, boy. Shut up, boy. I don't know. Boop. Alright. As we seen, that swan that mated for life was betrayed, hurt, sabotage. I keep saying sabotage, but that's not the card. But when I see swans and energies that mate for life, doves, swans, I think deer, penguins. Penguins? Nah, them bitches is hoes. Anyway, when I see energies that mate for life, I have a sort of soft spot. That's my heart rate. Or is it this side? You know, I think it's this side. We're good. Okay. Boom, here we are with the devil. Chain smoking it up, just messing up our airways. We got to breathe this in. Kind of in the challenge position. But it's more in the... I don't know how to read that. I want to read it in the upright. Being seen clearly. Actually, no, we're going to read in position. It was kind of the challenge position. So it was, this energy wasn't able to be seen so clearly, but now that this energy's been held upside down, you can't help but see the truth, baby. That's the devil. No good. It's just going to keep you bound and stuck and going through loops and cycles. Right? Like everything else in this world, right? You feel me? So, no, that's not a bueno. That's not what we want to engage, interact, or give our energy to. Ew. No bueno. You see these 6 pentacles? That's reciprocity, baby. That's fair exchange. That's me giving to those who give back to me. Now, you don't have to give me back the same pentacles. You could give me cups, you feel me? You could give me wands, you feel me? You could give me... There's something that's missing, so... oh, swords. You could give me... Ooh, careful with the swords. Careful with the swords. We're going to talk about the swords. We'll talk about the swords. You know what? Let's not even get into this conversation. We're going to proceed. I wish we had another tower to go. Done. Alright, so Queen of Swords is looking at everything. Alright, I'm seeing 2 swords here. She wasn't able to see things clearly as we've seen. But with her now being able to see things clearly and make decisions, she sees that somebody was definitely hurt in this situation. And I'm not saying that it was just her. Ooh, the King of Swords. Okay, the Queen of Cups. Ooh. The Queen of Cups is gonna King of Swords. This energy. But she's gonna use the mask of the Queen of Swords. Ooh. And then after that energy is exnayed out the picture, it looks like, oh crap, the King of Swords is back. Look, I don't like these swords, people. Let's be real. Sometimes they're scary. Alright, and then after that, it looks like with the Wounded Warrior, we don't know, because clearly this could go many ways. And with the 4 swords, we're seeing why. Because, yeah, she may come around to say something. She may try to construct some sort of message or deliver some sort of heartfelt nonsense and fight for the situation. But does he have to receive you? Alright, because if you come with a bunch of toxicity, drama, and nonsense, it could be as beautiful as you want, but you're not worth it. My peace, that's a gift from God. And if you disturb that, you gotta go. I just spoke from my soul with that. Oh yeah, here we go. Knight of Cups, baby. Look, I'm just gonna come in with a hot cup of coffee, and I dare them to say no. 5 Pentacles. Sometimes you gotta think before you speak. And some people have that gift, but for me, it's actually a disability. Alright, Joe. Oh shit. Did I pick that up like that? How did I pick this up? How did I picked it up like that? Did I pick this up like that? Because like that's bad news, but this is good news. But this is bad news, and that kind of matches that. Hold on. How did I pick that? Oh god. What the heck is that? Alright, talk to me nice. 7 Wands. 9 Swords. Ace of Wands, the Magician, 10 of Wands. Okay, so let's be real. We're dealing with swordsy people. They're orchestrating, they're trying to figure out how to get this. They're in their heads so much, they're already planning for a negative outcome. They're swords people, alright? They've been hurt, they don't know who to trust at this particular time, and that friendship really kind of threw them for the loop. So they're trying to put you in a predicament where you can't get out of it. But honestly, you want to be in it, so just sit there. Get comfortable. Pull up a chair. Maybe get some snacks too. But don't make it look like you're out here freaking like tailgating. You feel me? Make it look like, oh, I just happen to have snacks in the back. You feel me? Let them think that you're winning. They're winning. Alright, love and light. I love you. I'm not dealing with the muggles anytime soon. I'll be out there, just not right now.